Vancouver Canucks captain Quinn Hughes joins some elite company by making history, as well as we have a heartbreaking update on Toronto Maple Leafs defenseman John Klingberg. I'll break all this down for you coming up on this episode of Hattrick HQ. But before we get into that, just want to say that 82.1% of you guys aren't subscribed. So if you're looking for a home to daily NHL, daily Leafs content, look no further. Go down below, hit that subscribe button, become part of the community here, because we'll be here all season long, keeping you up to date on what's happening around the league. But with that said, let's get right into the first topic of the video today, and that is Quinn Hughes makes history. And as we take a look here, Canucks captain Quinn Hughes is the third defenseman in NHL history with 30 points in fewer than 20 games to begin a season, joining Bobby Orr and Al MacInnis on that list. But it doesn't stop there. He's also on the list of defensemen in NHL history with 5 3-point games within the first 16 games of a season. Bobby Orr did it twice alongside Dennis Potvin, Doug Wilson, and now Canucks captain Quinn Hughes. And I mean, this might be a shock to some people here that Quinn Hughes is having this hot start to the season. I know a lot of people were really down on him to start the year, but I mean, he's coming out of the gate hot right now. He's on fire. One of the best puck-moving defensemen in the entire NHL, depending on where you want to classify Cale Makar. I think both of these guys are going to be battling hard for the Norris all season. I think both of these defensemen, if they can stay hot, are really going to be on each other's tails, and the race for the Norris is really going to be interesting this year. But Quinn Hughes obviously having a great start. I believe it's 8 goals and 22 assists in 19 games so far this season. So, I mean, this guy is on an absolute heater right now. I mean, he's almost at 2 points, almost averaging 2 points per game right now, which is insane to think for a defenseman to be putting up such great offensive stats like this. And joining names of Bobby Orr, I mean, that's nothing to shake a stick at. Bobby Orr is one of the best defensemen, if not the best defenseman in NHL history. And when you're joining lists with your name right next to a guy like Bobby Orr, it only speaks volumes of how you're playing on the ice and what the future holds for Quinn Hughes. I believe this Canucks team is very deep this year, and they are my pick to come out of the West for Canada. I really do think the playoffs are going to be fun to watch for Vancouver this year, and I think if we could possibly see them, if they can all stay healthy and keep playing the way they are right now, make it to the Stanley Cup final this year, which would be great to see. I know Vegas is playing unreal right now as well, but I really do think that would be a fun series to watch between Vegas and Vancouver. But obviously, Quinn Hughes is leading the Vancouver Canucks to success early on this season. We got guys like Elias Pettersson who are playing well, playing great as well, and their whole roster right now is really clicking. Thatcher Demko is playing unbelievable in between the pipes for them as well. But obviously, this just speaks to Quinn Hughes' ability to lead the team and to be successful defenseman in the NHL. As we take a look here, every defenseman with points per game above 1.1 this season, and on that list is Quinn Hughes, Cale Makar, and Adam Fox. And the crazy thing here is they were all in the same rookie class. I mean, that is a crazy stat line there. Obviously, this draft class was loaded for defensemen. There's 3 of the best defensemen, if not the top 3 defensemen in the entire NHL right now on that list. But right now, if we were voting for the Calder right now, I think a lot of people will be writing down Quinn Hughes' name. I think his ability to be a great leader in the room and to be a great player on the ice should not go unnoticed when taking into account this as well. I really do think this Vancouver team has a big season ahead of them. Hopefully, they can all stay healthy and they can continue to travel on this trajectory that they are. Because I mean, Vancouver, nobody really expected Vancouver to have a season like this when the season started. I know there was a lot of questions surrounding Elias Pettersson's extension and all this stuff, but these guys just pushed it all to the side, went out there and played the game, and we're seeing the success they're having right now. And Quinn Hughes is at the top of the list for Vancouver right now. 30 points in 19 games is unbelievable, with 22 assists. I mean, this guy is whipping the puck up the ice at a phenomenal rate. I mean, he's setting up great chances on the power play as well. I mean, this guy is the future of Vancouver in defense, maybe the future of the NHL in defensemen as well, because we're seeing a lot of defensemen come into the game, playing more of a Cale Makar, Quinn Hughes type game. I really do think that these guys are transforming the game for the better, and it all starts with Quinn Hughes. And like I said here, if he's mentioned in the names of Bobby Orr, obviously this guy's going to have a tremendous season. season. And I really do think I'm going to mark it down that he is going to be the Norris Trophy winner this year. But let me know what you think. What do you think of this Vancouver Canucks team? Down below in the comments, let me know. Obviously, Quinn Hughes is playing unbelievable right now. Let me know what you think of him as well. Obviously, it just shows, I mean, a great leader. I'm really excited for this guy. I've been a big Quinn Hughes fan, and I'm just so excited that he's having a great season. And how about those Hughes brothers, though? Jack is playing phenomenal as well, so I mean, the Hughes brothers are kind of dominating the league right now, which is kind of funny to see, but it's really awesome that these guys are both clicking, and Quinn Hughes is having such a great season. But we're going to get into our second topic of the video here, and that is Klingberg's career over? And as we take a look here, obviously we have some sad news that CJ on the Leaf Report says in Stockholm, Klingberg gave an emotional scrum about how he so badly wants to play again, and adds, I don't know if he's going to be able to. Man, what happened? And obviously this is sad news right now. Obviously, we just thought, John Klingberg has been dealing with this injury throughout his entire career, and that he was trying to find a way to get over this injury and try to get back on the ice for the Toronto Maple Leafs. But it seems right now, from this report, that this may have ended John Klingberg's career, and that really sucks to see, because I was really excited for John Klingberg on this Toronto Maple Leafs team this year to have that opportunity to become once a great offensive defenseman like he once was, having so many pieces around him to be successful, to carry this power play and carry some of the offensive load on the defensive side from Morgan Rielly. But now, obviously, he's dealing with this injury, and it still is undisclosed of what the injury is, but for him to say that he may not be able to play again is heartbreaking for him, heartbreaking for the organization. And like I said, John Klingberg was once one of the best offensive defensemen in the entire NHL, and it really sucks to see him go down like this, to go out like this. Every NHL player wants to go out on their own terms, and when you're not able to, it just really sucks. But as we take a look here of John Klingberg, obviously, like I said, he's had a great career. If this is it, hopefully it is not. I really do not want to see him go out. But obviously, John Klingberg, his best years were as a Dallas Star, obviously, in that 2019-2020 Stanley Cup run. They obviously came up short in the final, but he had 21 points in 26 games on that playoff run. Probably the most notable thing that he has done in his entire career. Everybody took notice of John Klingberg during that playoff run. And, I mean, Dallas was a wagon that year. It was just sucks to see that they couldn't win it. But, I mean, this guy has had a great career. Like I said, every player wants to go out on their own terms. So, I really hope that this doesn't sideline him for the rest of his career. I really do hope we get to see him come back, and hope to see him in a Maple Leafs jersey to finish out this season, and to come in and take over that power play unit like he was supposed to when he was signed this season. But I mean, if ultimately he goes on long-term IR, it hasn't been announced yet, but if it does happen, it ultimately we may be seeing John Klingberg's last ever games in the NHL that he played, and it just really sucks to see, because, like I said, this guy has been a great defenseman. Dallas Stars fans loved this guy when he was in Dallas. He has such a booming shot, and he has such great passing ability. I know he's 31 years of age, so it really sucks to see that he may not be able to recover, because as you play these physical sports, your body starts to wear down on you, especially as a defenseman. You're getting so much ice time and skating so much every night that your body is just going to wear down on you. So maybe this is what we're seeing from John Klingberg. Obviously, like I said, this injury is undisclosed, but I really do not hope we have seen John Klingberg's last games. I really do hope that this guy doesn't get placed on long-term IR, and hopefully he can find a way to battle through this and get back healthy and get back into a Leafs uniform this year. But I want to hear from you guys. Let me know what you think about this John Klingberg injury. I know a lot of Leafs fans were harsh on him to start the season, but you don't want to see this guy go down like this. You want to see him get back in, be able to prove to Leafs Nation what he can do in a late Maple Leafs uniform. So Really hope the best for this guy. Really hope my thoughts and prayers are with him to, battle back from this, to recover and come back and play out this season in Toronto, and hopefully help this team push further into the Stanley Cup race. So just let me know down below what you think of this injury. But with that said, let's get right into everybody's favorite topic here, and that is comment of the day. And the comment of the day today goes to Bobby. He says, "Another great show, Hattie. Thanks, my man." Shout out to you, Bobby. Thanks for commenting on the video. Really appreciate all your guys' support down there in the comment section. We try our best here to create some interesting videos for you guys, and I know we're seeing a lot of responses down in the comments that you guys are enjoying the videos we're putting out. But if you also have any other ideas, you can also throw them down in the comment section below. We love hearing from you guys, so we really appreciate it if you did that. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to go down below, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I really appreciate it if you did. But if you enjoyed the Leafs or the NHL, make sure to check out this video that's popping up on your screen right now. But with that said, I've been KC. Keep your stick on the ice.